East Coast Farm Vets YMP lead the competition, 5 from 5 with 25 points. Enterprise Cars OBM, second place, 4 from 5 with 20 points. GT Shearing Waikohu, third position, 3 from 5, 16 points. Last one, Ngarapa, fourth, 2 from 5, 11 points. Earthworks High School Old Boys, fifth spot, 1 from 5, 6 points. And Kevin Hollis Glass Pirates in sixth position, yet to record a win, but with 1 competition point. Points table for Civil Project Solutions Senior 1 Rugby. Tapawai lead the pack unbeaten. First place, 4 from 4, 19 points. Wairoa Athletic, Charteris Choppers, Wairoa Athletic. Second place, 3 from 4, 15 points. Uawa, third, 3 from 4, 13 points. Nuhaka V8s, fourth, 2 from 4, 10 points. Harota, fifth spot, 1 from 4, 9 points. Ngarapa, sixth, 1 from 4, 6 points. YMP Bumbles, seventh, 1 from 4, 5 points. OBM in eighth spot, 1 from 4, 1 competition point. Making sure all of those things add up. Rosalind Tavern Tapawai leading Senior 1 competition. In the first game of round 2 next Saturday, in Senior 1, OBM will take on Uawa, Oval 1. Tapawai will take on YMP. At Tapawai Sports Grounds number 1, Harota versus Nuhaka. Waikirikiri Reserve number 1, Ngarapa versus Wairoa Athletic at Paddy's Park. Out here on the number 1 ground. It's in Senior 1s. The Prems next Saturday, 2:45 kickoff for the Prems. Waikohu versus Ngarapa, Tikaraka. YMP versus High School Old Boys, Barry Park 1. OBM versus Pirates on the Gisborne Oval. Gisborne Oval number 1. This match, Town versus Country. Very interesting game in prospect. Town, of course, coaches Ken Hokamo, James Grogan, Carl Reaney, Anthony Kiwata, Dylan Dolman Tuho. On the other side, Country coaches management Doug Jones, Kohi Waihi, Josh Willoughby, Colin Scudder. A nice mix. Different guys able to bring a different perspective to a coaching and management role. Match referee today, Damien McPherson, 37-year-old farm manager. Refereed 5 straight grand finals, made his Heartland debut in 2018. His assistant referee is Ben Holt, 28-year-old mechanic. He controlled Tudanga Combined versus Wairoa Combined last year, was brought in for that. AR1 today. AR2, the 15-year-old Year 11 student from Gisborne Boys High School, Joel Pearce, tall youngster, who last Saturday, talk about service to rugby, refereed his brother's under-11s game in the Junior Advisory Board grades. Ran touch in Senior 1, Ngarapa OBM. Ran touch in the Premiers, Ngarapa versus High School Old Boys last Saturday. These guys put a lot of time and effort and a lot of love into their rugby, and I think it's appropriate that they get a mention. Well, Tobias Horsfield, how are you feeling? This is the big one, Town versus Country. You would have enjoyed that first game, Wairoa Combined, coming up with a big win, 24-5, I think, over the Tudanga team. A good game, I take it?
Yeah, Ben. Just commentating my first game. It was
well done.
Yeah. It was very good. Very slow game to start off with, but as the game carried on, eventually it ended up getting good. And when I mean that, it was a lot of big hits. Saw a lot of boys go down.
You talk about big hits, you talk about big. They don't come any bigger than Adrian Brits. 6'10", 7 feet tall with shoes on, the big guy for Wairoa Combined. He blocks out the sun. You would have noticed the big guy gets around pretty well though, Tobias.
Yeah.
Poverty Bay play, he got around the field.
Yeah, I was scared watching him. When he kicked that ball, I was like, holy, is he a forward or a back?
That was officially the biggest boot ever put to a ball here at Paddy's Park. And just while we've got a chance to mention, of course, this place so named for Paddy Wanklin, who took grand care of the ground for years. Much loved figure in these parts. This is real country rugby, Paratahi. Ian Kirkpatrick country, patron of the New Zealand Rugby, New Zealand Rugby. And you get a real feel for the flavour of the game out here. How do you like it, Tobias? You fit in. You got your green cap. You got your red cheeks. You enjoy the place.
Yeah, Ben, I've just been here for my the last time we were here. That was our first time commentating here at Paddy's Park, and that was the start of the season. Oh, it's always a good time to be here at Paddy's Park, especially here in Paratahi. It's always good to be here.
Wonderful people too that make us feel very welcome. The likes of Cara Hain, the likes of Lou Livingston. These are nice people who do a great job for rugby. We love coming out here. We're guests, of course. And Rangai, I think that this has been some very good rugby coverage in the last few weeks. And I especially think everybody's enjoying being able to see their favourite team. Very important. Just to run through the teams for you that we have to hand. The town team, Mango Halafonua of Pirates, Ngai Emmanuel, an OBM boy, Miles Lardeli Miotawa of OBM, Fletcher Scammell of High School Old Boys, Harawira Kaukura, good line out forward OBM, Siopi Pukana of Pirates, Keanu Taumata of OBM, Ricky Tedekia of OBM, 9 Atunaisa Okatuiwai of OBM, number 10 Braden Grant of OBM. Hey, get ready there, Toby. I might ask you to run through the country team for us. You did that very well. Number 11, Joe Tikasidre of OBM. 12, Solomoni Rosari of OBM. Centre, Alaferiti Sinival of Pirates. Cohen Loeffler, the right wing of High School Old Boys for the town team. Matt Profit, 15, fullback, High School Old Boys player. And, of course, that's the town starting team. Run through their reserves very quickly, then we'll give you the country team. Maui Paonga of Pirates. Selisi Niuva of High School Old Boys, Justin Allen of OBM, Nelson Moran of High School Old Boys, Viliami Mosati of Pirates, George Halley of High School Old Boys, Brian Faitari White of OBM, Rylan Tuwairua Brown of High School Old Boys, Isaiah Lemawa of High School Old Boys, Brian Howard of High School Old Boys, number 25. Take it away there, Tobias. Our numbers 1 to 15 and then numbers 16 to 20 for the country team.
All right, Ben. So number 1, we've got Hayes Napier from YMP. Number 2, you've got Shade Scudder from YMP. Number 3, you've got Sam Hudson from Ngātapa. Number 4, you've got Dan Law, also from Ngātapa. Number 5, Knox Nanatu from Ngātapa. Number 6 is a big one, Ben, Kean Westrup from Ngātapa. Also leading from number 7, you've got Seth London from YMP. Number 8, you've got Stuart Leach. Number 9, Caleb Tafati. Number 10, my man, Ricardo Patricio. Number 11, Genesis Bartlett Tamatea. Number 12, Mitchell Purvis. Number 13, Tapihi Fairley. Number 14, KC Wilson from Wakahu. Number 15, Andrew Tautavalu. And then in your bench, you've got number 16, Ihaya Kurt from Ngātapa. Number 17, Campbell Crisp. Number 18, Nehi Papuni. Number 19, Kupu Lloyd. Number 20, Jesse Kapuni. Number 21, Mario Council. Number 22, Matt Sneerling. Number 23, Kevin Smith. Number 20, Tane Apodi. And number 20 also, Jacob Lee from Wakahu.
Well, that's very well read. Just to update you on what's happened earlier today, Wairoa combined beat Tūranga combined 24-5. Last year, of course, the Tūranga team got away with a great win there at Nuhaka Domain. Came up with a big one, 26 points to 24. So they took revenge this year, Wairoa. Rugby during the week. Chance to give a shout out to the kids. In the under-18 grade, Uawa beat Boys High under-15s by default. Wairoa College 26, Tūranga 22. Boys High third 15 by Courage Cup. Team Charlie Ngatai 5, Tūranga combined 43. Team Rico Gear 54, Wairoa College 10. Team Halapihi 34, Team Jose Gear 29. So a lot of exciting rugby in that Courage Cup that the youngsters enjoy. Well run. Gisborne Boys High School Courage Cup. Town versus country. Big Miles. Town team will play in the red today.
Oh, there's Hayes Napier, front row 4 for YMP.
I thought he played very well last week, Tobias. What did you think? YMP were on another planet last week. OBM didn't do anything wrong. YMP were just outstanding. What do you think?
Yeah, Ben, I was just that game, just from the starting, it was all YMP. Hayes was a menace last week. Andrew Tautavalu, menace last week.
Damien McPherson in the middle, 37 years of age now. Been 5 years a Heartland official. Tremendous referee, one of the finest produced by the union and the association, of course, in its long, proud history. Ben Holt, AR1, Joel Pearce, AR2, Damien McPherson, the man in the middle, Toa Tavalu, the big fullback with boot to ball, and in the blue, the country team from left to right. First use of the ball, the town team in the red and white strip out here at Paddy's Park, and for the first time, whistle from referee McPherson. Scrum country. Well, the country team looks very focused to me, Tobias. They look as if they're on the ball.
Yeah, Ben, and I was actually fortunate to go to one of the trainings this week, just to go for a little bit of watch head. Oh my gosh. Just that 25 minutes I was there, it was just, oh gosh, I could tell that they were boasting the win for today.
Well, I must say, I think that's a very good commentator's habit to get into, to go and watch the teams train. It's actually very good. Some of us have become lazy in our old age. But I'd love to see a free-flowing game. Certainly got the personnel out there to do it. Stuart Leach, number 8, an outstanding player. Stuart Leach is handy. Ricky Tedekia for the town team is also a very good 8-man. So these teams well balanced, well organised. Country team. To clear Caleb Tafare. Ball out in front, got Mitchell Purvis. Mitchell Purvis getting in there to drive, 2 offer support. Country have the ball. Concede the first penalty, so Town received the first penalty. First scrum of the match set and won by Country, but first penalty here to Town. It's a big team, this Country team. Not going to be easy to push around.
You know what I can't get over, Ben? Miles wearing red.
Yes. It's a little different now, Emmanuel. Good thrower of the ball. Club level. Now Dan Law, there at 3. Who would you be watching to win this line out here, Tobias?
Harawira.
Fletcher Scammell gets up, gets a hand to it, but he is one of at least 2 very good line-out forwards.
What a break.
For this town team. The other one, Harawira Kaukura. Rokatuiwai. Ricky Tedekia. OBM captain turning out for Town. Strong players. That was a good handle there. That was Siopi Puakana. Good strong tackling here from the Country team. Braden Grant getting in there, and he's ferocious. Tell you what, nothing on earth scares that boy. Good strong running here. That's good strong stuff.
Keanu Taumata.
Keanu Taumata going well for Town there. Town finding some space. Matt Prophet making the ball available. Another very dangerous player, Tobias. Matt Prophet. Town rolling well here. They're on a roll, literally. They were awarded the first penalty. Certainly spending some good time here in Country's half. Keanu Taumata does well, gets over the ball. Look at that, Miles Lardeli.
Miles!
Goes forward, he's a big target, he's hard to miss. They hit Miles, retain control of the ball. Good solid defence. This Town Country game looks to be a good game. What impresses you so far with these guys, Tobias? They seem to hit hard in the tackle, Country.
Oh yeah, Ben. Well, it's already been 5 minutes into the first half, and just shown by Town's already got what 2-3 penalties on them. They've just shown that this first half they're trying to own Country.
Certainly, so far this season, we haven't seen so many shots at goal taken. Far more often, we've seen teams opt to take the attacking scrum or the scrum option. And Town, first opportunity to really put some pressure on the Country team at home, the spiritual home of Country rugby, I suppose, Patatahi. Rokatuiwai. I think the first time I saw him play this season, he might have been in the midfield or even the outside backs. But he's capable of playing just about anywhere. Referee McPherson, a good appointment. Can keep up with play. Game will be played at good pace with plenty of flair. Matt Prophet, he'll want the ball. He's had one touch.
Randy with the ball is just dangerous, Ben.
Tuiwei, nice running here from Braden Grant. Turning his guys around. That was Seneval. Good burst there, Seneval. Penalty now to Town. That's a Ricky Tedekia. Ricky Tedekia, he always gets home. That's exactly what he does. Whenever there's a tap close to the line, you can bet your bottom dollar it'll be Ricky Tedekia, and nobody catches you asleep at the wheel like Ricky Tedekia. Tobias, they were stung.
Yeah, Ben, and that's just watching from Ricky's games, his past games, that's what he is. He's a driving force. And when you're a big guy like that and you get the opportunity to tap the ball, then the opposition better look out.
You're always tempted, you know, when the referee awards a penalty, that's your break time. The penalty's given. You take it for granted you'll have a few seconds, but to be honest, you aren't given any seconds. And see him accelerate there. Now with the left foot around the corner, Matthew Prophet. An even money bet, Tobias?
Pardon me?
A good bet?
I guess so. Just like his brother, Jared Prophet.
Lovely strike. Jared Prophet, of course, former Gisborne Boys High School first 15 captain, Matt Prophet. Player with flair. So, Town with the first try, Ricky Tedekia. You can't take your eyes off Tedekia, especially close to the line. Bite you on the bottom. Very good try. So 7-0, conversion by Prophet. Try, Tedekia, conversion Prophet. 7-0. Pressed by the rugby we're seeing here from Town. Okay, and that's a Country coming through. There are no flies on Country.
Boom for right there.
Country coming again. That's Leach getting away from Miles. He bypassed Miles.
That's something you want to avoid.
Yeah. If you had a choice. The right wing is Casey Wilson for Country. He's a powerful player.
Number 9, Caleb Tafoti.
Yeah. Nice there from Shade Scudder. YMP lad who's played such a part in that club's resurgence the last few years. That's Dan Law. Dan Law, strong. Did he turn the ball over, Law? Okay, penalty Country. Listen to them cackling down at the far end, clinking the glasses. It's not a fruit wine, not down there at the moment. And of course, 7-0. Converted try. Ricky Tedekia. But maybe Country knew what was coming. Maybe they knew what was coming. It's just a matter of being able to do something about it. It's pretty quick off the mark, Tedekia. If you're not ready, he's more ready than that. 7-0. Country now on to attack for the first time in the 22. Young Joel Pearce over there, 15 years of age and fast, making a name for himself as a referee. Certainly an assistant referee with a thick hide, which is what you have to have around here.
Nice line out.
Lovely win. Lovely win for Country. To be Dan Law. Okay, try awarded there and a classic build-up there, Tobias. Good line-out drive, good control. Had to have been Law. The half-shaven Law. So 7-5, Town in front of Country by 2 points. 2 tries in the game. What did you think? Good build-up? Good setup?
Yeah, Ben, that was a nice line-out, and it was a good line-out win from Country.
You know, some of these guys are very good players. Stuart Leach, likes of London, Kean Westrup, the Hulk.
Toitavalu.
Yeah. Sam Hudson, I'm impressed to see him out there starting for Country. It's a powerful, tight-head prop. It is Ricardo Patricio. Ngārapa's own Ricardo Patricio. here at Paddy's Park with a score of 7-5 and a chance to draw level. Patricio, good height on the kick.
Oh,
Good height on the kick and 7-all.
Ricardo.
Good quality rugby. Good rugby football. What do you think, Tovia? An enjoyable game, an exciting game, an interesting game right from the start.
Yeah, but when I wake up this morning, this is all I've been excited for, was town versus country. And it's not disappointing me at all.
The national game, there's nothing quite like it. 24-5, remember, to Wairoa combined, overcoming the Tūranga combined team in the curtain raiser. There was some heavy contact in that curtain raiser. Lots of fun. That's a Prophet with a left foot start. Nice kick. Law underneath it. Law did well.
Nice catch.
It was. That was O'Shea getting the ball away then. That short pass. Tūranga, 7-all. Okay, Patricio, nice pass.
Totavalu.
Yeah. Totavalu, if allowed to run, is supremely dangerous.
Oh. Looked like
Nice.
London had that.
Nice hands. Nice hands. About to have a whistle here from
Penalty to country.
referee McPherson. They tapped and ran. Referee McPherson, of course, you can't tap it behind him. Town rule there to have not released the ball. Andrew Totavalu, a whopping boot, incredible speed, athleticism plus. Must be a tremendous thing, an asset to have in your side, Totavalu. This place reeks of history. You just imagine what's happened here and so many of the great games and the great players. I love coming out here. Civil Project Solutions Rugby. Yondangai, it's a throw for the big guy. It's gone loose. Nice pickup. Was that Keanu Westrup? I'm just trying to get my head round it. Or Keanu Taumata, perhaps.
Oh.
Loose ball situation. Look at that. That squeal of excitement there from Solomone Rosari. Half a squeal, half a wail. I love the boys' enthusiasm for rugby. They're very passionate. Miles Ladeli Muatawa. Ngāi Emmanuel. Mango Halafonua. Sturdy front row. Halafonua up against Hudson. Napier versus Miles Ladeli Muatawa. That's what should be happening. Okay, country scrum. Caleb Tafare. Nice clear of good hands there. Patricio did well. Throws the long one.
Oh.
Is it Totavalu with the ball in hand?
Oh.
They better show some desperation there, Town, getting back defensively. They know what's good for them.
Braden Grant with the ball.
Yeah. Tell you what, they were really pushed there. The whole game just ratcheted up a notch. Did you feel it, Tobias, when he got his hands on the ball? As if there was a big change there. He gets his hands on the ball, Totavalu.
As soon as he gets the ball, Ben, that's game over.
Hearts beat faster, no doubt about that. Great for the game, actually. Exciting rugby. And good, positive, constructive rugby being played at a good pace. Referee McPherson having a word to Miles. What's wrong with Miles? Miles is popping out of the line out, of course. Called the numbers there, our country. Shade Scudder. Will it be Law again? Is it Law? No, it's Town ball. Knocked on there by Rokatuiwe. Very, very good decision by referee McPherson. He gets the basic ones right. You know what? Referee McPherson, a good appointment for this game. 7-all. It's just bubbling below the surface, isn't it, Tobias? The excitement of rugby is just below the surface.
Yeah, Ben, and it's awesome to see all these both teams put together. Like, when I first heard about Town vs Country, it was just like, oh, I can't wait to see the likes of Totavalu and, Totavalu and Patricio play together.
Game full of stars. Real ability. You see Stuart Leach come off the back, he gets a chance. Will he come off the back? No, Te Whare. Penalty now, Town. Put the ball down immediately, Ricardo Patricio. And I think, to be honest, that needs to happen a lot more in rugby. Patricio heard the whistle. He placed the ball. These days, guys kick the ball away. They run away with the ball. They do God knows what. They've got no reason and no right to do it. So, Town with the penalty, about to kick for line. Profit there with that left foot. That helps. Braden Grant there. Braden Grant's left foot. So, they've got two guys with a left foot. Profit out here at fullback. Grant playing first five. Grant plays fullback for OBM. They've got resources. They can switch and mix. Miles and Sam Hudson, two solid blocks. Throw to come. 7 all. Crowd building up here. There would be a few people here. Might be, at a guess, I'd give it 12. I'd say there'd be 1,200 people here. Lovely win there. That was a Keanu Taumata athletically. The fearlessness of youth.
Good push here from Town, Ben.
Yep, it is a good push. Can Country kill it? No, that's a ruck. Pass out from Rokatui way. Braden Grant.
Cohen.
Okay, Cohen Loeffler there. Oh, Matt Profit juggles the
bonfire.
ball. He wasn't held. He got up. He ran again.
Matt Profit.
Matt Profit.
Oh.
He looked as if he was going to lose control of the ball, but he never really did. He fell down. Got up again, but then probably that last pass. Braden Grant, lovely use of the backs. Guys coming onto the ball at pace. Town versus Country being played at a good clip. It's, okay, that looked to me there to be Keanu Taumata, but he was off balance. Remember, one try. Oh, Miles! Oh, my goodness, Miles! Miles? Held up. Takes a brave man. Penalty award, Town.
Tedekia.
Yeah, Tedekia. Once again, you know, you can't take your eyes off him. You need eyes in the back of your head. Tedekia has done it to them once. I tell you what, those Country forwards will be very cross. Does it to them again.
They'll be ready this time, Ben.
Well, they better be. So I've seen two really good tries. Both teams one try each. Game has been quite quick. Maybe the teams have maybe forced that last pass once or twice, but they're excited. They're trying to play fast rugby. Here is Ngaiwi Manuel. Now, Keanu Taumata is easier to lift. Fletcher Scammell's strong in the air as well. That's the lob. I think it was meant for Fletcher Scammell, that throw, but didn't find him. Country have the ball. Country taking advantage immediately of the scrappy line out. Town have the ball again. Man, did they change gears quickly. That's Fletcher Scammell, who's having a very good season. His High School Old Boys Club is having a season where they've had to work very hard. Penalty goes against Town there in favour of Country. Fletcher Scammell's had a good season, though, regardless of how High School Old Boys have done the early stages of this season in the first round. Toa Tavalu, once again, from well on his own side of halfway. No real breeze to speak of, Tobias, not really a factor.
Pardon me?
The wind, not really a factor that I can tell.
Well, nah, Ben. Well, on the first game with Waidel and Huranga, the wind was there. You could tell that the wind was there because kicks were blowing all over the place. But this game, the wind's been alright. Like, I haven't seen any, wind's perfect. I haven't seen any floppy balls going around or anything.
Okay, Keanu Taumata there gets in front of Dan Law. That was a wonderful line out, a great contest, you know. See Taumata getting in front of Law. Law's an athlete, ball is loose. Okay, another loose one, and here is the big guy, Toa Tavalu, boot to ball. The ball will bounce in the field of play. Now chasing back. That's Joe Tekasidre. Will he put boot to ball? Is that a possibility? No, they are no. Sometimes God has gifted you with the ability to run and do wonderful things with the ball in hand. Look at Shade Scudder. Dad Colin Scudder, one of the coaches involved with the Country team. Shade Scudder's line-out throwing is of a high standard also. Where's Law? Watch for Law. It is Law. And again, they got in front of the big guy, Hayes. Hayes Napier. Hayes going sideways. Got no number. Neither's Hudson, mind you. So those two big props. Stuart Leach makes a break here. Leach. And a good run here.
He's still going.
Country in the corner.
That's Tautavalu.
That's 12 points to 7. Tautavalu.
Tautavalu.
No, Tautavalu back here, but certainly played a big part in it. 12 points to 7. 12 points to 7. 3 tries in the game. 2 now to Country. 1 to Town. First to Town. Mitchell Purvis gets some skin there. Stuart Leach. Country, 12 points to 7. So far, the goal kicking has been flawless. Patricio hit that first conversion attempt as well as I've ever seen him.
He had height on that kick too, Ben.
He did. It was still going upwards. What about Country? What about how quickly they pass the ball? What about how quickly they spread the ball?
It's unbelievably scary, Ben. Like, first, Nick Minute, first, it's all the way over there, and then Stuart Leach is on that side of the field, and then he's trying.
Yeah, Leach has got jets, He's heavily involved. He's dynamic. You need that. Patricio again with a pretty good strike on the ball and has it again.
2 for 2.
14 to 7. So a high quality game of rugby in Town versus Country. 14 to 7. 3 converted tries in the game. One try to Town. 2 converted tries to Country. This is excellent rugby. This may be some of the best rugby that we see around here before the representative season opens. Sam Hudson asking Dan Law whether or not you've got the spot covered. So Town would want to strike back quickly. And maybe their best policy would be to keep the ball in hand. Tikasidre keen as mustard. I love his enthusiasm. Okay, that's Profit. Tikasidre was certainly on the chase there. It's a Keon Westrup. Man, a big bump there. That was a big bump, and he carried the ball hard. There's Arani too. Frees it. Hudson! Hudson. Massive surge from Hudson. Town coming to make some big hits, but you've got to put the man on the floor. Country have the ball. Man, they're willing. They are willing. To halfway, they're willing. At the moment, 14-7. 3 converted tries. 2 to Country, 1 to Town. And the whistle. The crowd oohs and ahs and all that. Miles Ladeli Murtawa raises his hand in acknowledgement. Damien McPherson keeping up with that. A lot of action. Game being played at a good clip. Sometimes these games with players who don't regularly train with each other, etc., can be full of errors and, pretty slow rugby, but not in this case. Some good rugby. Rokatui Way about to feed the scrum on halfway. Town with the scrum. They trail by 7. Man, that front row, they really popped there. And Country get the penalty. Tobias, I confess to having no idea. What do you think happened there?
There could either be 2 things, Ben. One was the scrum failed, or 2, talking back to the ref.
Yeah, I think Tautavalu about to find the line here, and he will find the line. At least something goes drastically wrong for Tautavalu. Yes, he finds the line. There was never really much doubt about that. Joel Pearce over there. Now, youngsters like Joel Pearce, our assistant referee number 2, solid gold, like hen's teeth. There aren't many youngsters willing to take up the whistle, that flag, their badge of office as assistant referees. Good win. That was
still Leach again.
Westrup.
Miles.
Town want to make the big hit, but you've got to put the guy on the floor. It's a Shade Scudder making ground. Penalty now, Country. Now, this is very kickable 14 to 7. Well, you know, to be honest, with Patricio, the way he's kicking the ball, I would have let Patricio take the shot. They're at the moment in the lead 14 to 7. Landed both conversions. Positive rugby. Maybe they take the view that you'll get enough goal kicking practice off conversion attempts. Seth London. There's a lad that pours everything he's got into his rugby. He's a totally committed player, always has been. Caleb Tafare. Okay, they go to the right here and they're going to run hard. It's Casey Wilson for the corner. Casey Wilson. Casey Wilson now. Tremendous stuff. 19 points to 7. And Casey Wilson, that's what you want from a wing three-quarter, to run it into the corner. That's exactly what he did. Didn't need a step, didn't need to throw a dummy, didn't need a jink. Just go hard and try to make it in the corner. Casey Wilson, an uncomplicated finisher. 19 points to 7. That was pretty straightforward. Got the ball on the fly. 19 points to 7. And so we've seen 3 very good tries to Country early in the game, 1 to Town. Town might have scored the first one, but ever since then,
Got
Country.
Ricardo.
Yeah.
Think they make it 3 for 3?
Patricio, I wonder. Some days you've got it, some days you don't. On the days you don't, I suppose you just grin and bear it. He's landed both that he's taken today, converted both tries prior to now. Third attempt. Got to start it on the right, doesn't he? Just a little. Started on the right, just a little. A little less conversation. Patricio, no, across the face. Well, I told you, you've got to start it out on the right. But anyway, 19 points to 7. What do you do if you're Country here, Tobias? Do you slow down now you've got the lead, or do you just keep going hammer and tongs?
You just keep that momentum going, Ben. Well, if I was Country, I wouldn't want to stop this. Look, it's the 27th minute in the first half. Got just over 13 minutes left. If you're Country, you want to keep scoring to put some more points on the board before half-time.
And conversely, if you're Town, you want to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand. Justin Allen on the field of play now. George Halley as well. Come on at half-back, one would think. So making changes. That shade scutter here, Stu Leach. Stu Leach. What a fantastic effort. What a good carry. And got the ball back too. Country with momentum here. With momentum and willing to fight. Fantastic effort from the Country forwards. So some big bodies at it now. Wow, is that Campbell Crisp? That Campbell, did they line him up? Use that shoulder. Powerful player, Campbell Crisp. Hard man to hurt. Breaks down over there. I've noticed something about assistant referee Holt, or rather assistant referee Pearce on that far side. He loves his job and he's willing to do a lot of it. He regularly runs touch at more than one game a day. Okay, for Fletcher Scammell, contest with Law. Really good contest at the line out. You've seen some big guys go up and compete hard. Scrum Town, 19 points to 7, 12 points in it. I know it might have only meant an additional 2 points, but had that gone up to 21 points to 7, that would have been quite hard for Town. They say, what difference does it make? It's 2 points. It makes a bit of a difference. At the moment, 19 points to 7. George Halley, halfback for Town. Come on now. That's a nice Rokatui way. And one can never forget that the purpose of this game is to give guys a run and see where they're at. See how they work, different combinations of players, which is a good thing to see. See how quickly guys cotton on to different playing styles, how they react, rather than the same old of playing with your club teammates week in, week out. Mind you, sometimes same old takes time to perfect as well. A Town scrum. Gee, that Country scrum is a strong scrum. Brian Faituri-White. Okay, ball goes loose and Country have it. And now they've lost it forward their Town, but they've been penalised anyway by referee McPherson. Referee McPherson too is doing a good job. Doesn't look to, never has done actually, look to dominate the contest. He's out there to officiate the game and does a fine job of it. Brian Faituri-White comes out here for Town. That's a big boot there by Toa Tavalu.
Awesome kick from Toa Tavalu.
Wonderful kick. He is a very good player. Moment 19 points to 7, 12-point game. First half of play, Campbell Crisp trots, he trots, doesn't he? Trots over to the line out. Some big guys out there. Wearing 17 for Country. You've got, you've got Campbell, apparently was supposed to wear 17. A couple of guys wearing 17. Excellent win there. Excellent win there for it. It looked to be Knox. 19 points to 7. They're to Tavalu. Tavalu. Okay, in the corner again. Referee McPherson.
That's a try saver right there.
Yeah. Took a deep breath there, Town. One more, and that goes up to 24 points to 7. There you are shoving a rather heavy load uphill. Brian Faituri-White has the ball. Restart at the goal line. Last thing you want to do here is kick the ball into the post. Well, that didn't kick the ball into the post. Here's Purvis. Purvis coming down the right sideline. Setting play up.
We've got Westrup right there too.
Yeah. Ruck ball. It's a high pass. Taken there by Leach. Whoa, and went down hard there. Was that...
London?
Yeah, that was... the big guy was Justin Allen that got to Leach. There's Campbell Crisp, another good run. Good effort there, good use of the body, throwing the shoulder. Okay, that was Isaiah getting it away, or rather a Scudder getting it away. Scudder getting it away there a moment ago.
Oh, someone's on the ground.
Okay, yeah, guys are feeling it. They're feeling the pinch.
That's Fletcher Scammell on the ground.
Okay, Fletcher Scammell on the floor. Straight away, help gets out there and time gets called. Referee McPherson. Player safety always comes first, so he's put a stop to it. Fletcher Scammell too is not the sort that would stay down for no reason, being attended to here. Referee McPherson coming over for a word, I think, with his assistant referee on the side, Ben Holt. May want to know exactly what happened there. Maybe A.R. Holt can tell him. Maybe he was unsighted. Town in the red, Country in that blue and white strip. Country have played very well. These teams do have some time to prepare. They've certainly, in the time that they've had together, Tobias, obviously they've clicked a little. They've come together pretty well.
Yeah, Ben, and just based on their training that I witnessed, it was just, you could just tell that they all wanted to play together. Like just everyone just around them was, everyone just around the team, just supporting the team is just good and it's very supportful.
Yeah, very positive. Fletcher Scammell leaves the field of play, and he's a rugby boy to the core. It's always hard, isn't it? Because on the one hand, the player's safety and health comes first. On the other hand, the player says, no, I'm fine. I don't want to go. These decisions sometimes have to be made on behalf of the player. Town, anyway, are under significant pressure. Score of 19 points to 7. Came close to conceding another try a moment ago. They've played the game at real pace, Country. The other thing they've done is they've gotten the ball wide as quickly as possible. It's made a big difference to the way this game is run so far. The town backs, the outsides, they haven't had a chance really to put anything together yet.
So just 6 minutes left in this half, Ben. If you're town, what do you do?
Well, what you don't want to do is concede another try. So that's the first thing you don't want to do is leak a try. Country have the ball, willing to run, and able to run pretty hard. That there was Purvis coming back. Man, Country, they looked as if they'd opened up the Red Sea then. Still 19 points to 7, still a 12-point gap. Referee McPherson has kept pace. And it's worth repeating, this game is run very well, I think, because of his involvement. Quality of job done by he and his ARs. Included in the Country coaching staff, former CEO Josh Willoughby. He's a very good back himself, played for Ngarapa, played for Poverty Bay. He, Doug Jones, Ko Waihe, and Colin Scudder, they can be pleased with the way that this team has come together. They have come together and played good rugby. Being watched by Tom Cairns, Maya Nakora, Maya the head coach of the Poverty Bay team these days. And a good scrum there from town. One of their better scrums so far in the game. Having to scramble a little in their own half, but these are, well, in their own 22 to be honest. But sometimes it is that way. Just have to absorb a little bit of pressure. Tautavalu has the ball.
Oh, stumbling.
His first instinct is to run. Tautavalu down the sideline at cracking pace. Tautavalu threw it down. Tautavalu, he got there.
That's a try.
He did. So 24 points to 7. Tautavalu. Now what happened there is very, very easy to understand. Caught the ball.
Ankles.
Went like a rocket down the sideline. And there with the big James Duncan in the corner. Tautavalu, he and Casey Wilson have scored first half tries for Country. You know what I liked about those tries, Tobias? They weren't complicated. They were just gas and beating a man on the outside.
Yeah, but then that's what it's all about. Like, if you're Tautavalu and you're running, and if you're on the opposition, you better look out. Because what I just seen in that last run from Tautavalu was just, oh my goodness.
Well, believe it or not, I've actually seen Tautavalu. Guys have gone really, really low, as they used to say, the old timers in the good old days, go low. I've seen him jump over people who went low. And there, 24 points to 7. This make it 26. He's only missed one kick at goal, Patricio. 24 at the moment to 7. 24 to 7. This would be 26 to 7. Patricio's got it. So 26 to 7. Amazing stuff. 4 tries, 3 conversions. A fantastic effort with the boot in the first half by Ricardo Patricio. The icing on the cake, Patricio has missed only one kick at goal. Tobias, Country, they're going well at the moment.
Yeah, Ben, and it's just on this first half. Look, it's 26-7. Country have shown that they're the team that they want to win this. They're showing Town that whether on how much offense they put in, they're just going to show them on how much defense they have.
Well, they've got pace. That's Leach there with a
Leach.
Real bump. Lovely guy, Stu, except when he's running at you. There's Shade Scudder, Patricio there. He's becoming more confident too in general play. That was a strange kick really for Country to make. That's Braden Grant getting the pass away. And boot to ball there from Salesi Newval. I don't think anyone necessarily expected Newval to put boot to ball. Loose ball situation. Oh, well, that's what they call scrappy play. You want scrappy play? That was it. Not everything can be a perfect pattern, I suppose. I think it might have all started with that odd kick from Salesi Newval. 26 points to 7. You know, Town, from what I can remember, when they've had opportunities, they've done something with it, but they just haven't had many opportunities. Had one opportunity, scored one try. But this Country, They got jets. They got wheels. Okay, penalty now, Town. Was in no doubt there, referee McPherson. You were the guilty party, says referee McPherson. $26 points to 7. Ricardo Patricio finds touch. An outstanding first half of rugby to date by Country. Facts are facts. Again, if you ask me to pinpoint anything the Town has done wrong, I can't think of anything. I just think that they've played the game at a fierce pace, Country, and they've taken every single half chance that was presented to them. Shane Scudder to throw. Where is Dan Law? Must admit at the moment I'm thinking of Dan Law. No, they go to Westrop.
Oh.
Westrop, good catch. Ricardo onto the ball. Purvis there, getting them running, getting those backs moving.
Oh.
And move they can. And move they do. At the moment, 26 points to 7. Mitchell Purvis. Not much was happening out wide. Held on to the ball. Okay, that's half time. And at half time here, 26 points to 7. A thrilling display in the first half here on Rangai Productions of this Town versus Country. Country at the moment lead by 26 points to 7. Tobias, so many things that the Country team did well. Tell us what you thought the Country team did well.
Well, Ben, just that first half, just the teamwork that was involved with Country. Look, it's 26-7. They've scored, what, is it 4 tries? They've scored 4 tries. And all three of them converted. That's what I liked about Country in that half. It was just the teamwork and all the support that they had for their players. Look, yeah, Tatavali running down the field. As soon as he did that dude, he had 4 players from Country behind him because they have his back.
Sometimes you're just confronted by an opponent that's a very powerful runner and he's very big and very fast, and that's just unfortunately hard work. And when that player is in form and full of confidence, there's not much that's going to stop him. This 26 points to 7. One of the features in terms of forward play has been the line-out battle. Dan Law, he's been very good. Kean Westrop taking more than his fair share. Fletcher Scammell was having to fight for every line-out ball he took. Keanu Taumata. It's scrum time. Country has again tried to put the acid on Town. Town, at times, with only a few touches that I can remember, have looked dangerous. Braden Grant able to bring his outsides into the line. Remember, he started at first 5 today. He's generally a fullback for the OBM club. So guys are playing, I'm not going to say out of position, guys are playing in new and different positions, giving them an opportunity to show what they can do elsewhere so that they're not pigeonholed into playing the same kind of rugby that they've always played. Those 3 referees in the middle, Damien McPherson, Joel Pearce, the 15-year-old, and Ben Holt, they can be happy. You know, in terms of ages, Damien, 37, Ben Holt, 28, Joel, 15, working well together. Good communication, as indeed did Matt Smith before with Paul Brown. And from memory, I think it was Les Thomas earlier on. Certainly I've enjoyed what I've seen. And the atmosphere here is always good. It's positive. Crowd is involved. They're a hearty crowd. At either end, the way that Tobias, look, isn't that brilliant? The way the cars can park on the outsides of the ground. Everybody enjoys the day out here. No, I love it. Have you enjoyed your involvement so far with Poverty Bay Rugby? Have you enjoyed what you've seen and what you've been a part of?
Oh, heck yeah, Ben. Don't get me wrong, like, this is basically going to be my life for the next 3 years, and it's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm just glad that I'm doing something that I like. But yeah, being like doing this stuff with Poverty Bay, doing commentary and all of that, bring me out of my comfort zone. Being here with you, bro, it's one in 1,000 chance of me commentating with Ben O'Brien.
Well, lots of people would hang themselves if they had to sit next to Ben O'Brien Leaf, but the truth is I enjoy what I do. Everybody's got to be useful or good at something. And the fact of the matter is seeing these guys out here giving it their all and thinking, yeah, to a certain extent, they're thinking about playing representative rugby. They'd like to, achieve that honour. But in another sense, just to get out here and play with different guys. Okay, I played against you a couple of weeks ago. You ran around me. And now I'll get a chance to be a butt in the back line, and they'd enjoy it. Break down the barriers between these guys, if any exist. I don't think they exist really. Now you'd want to be part of it. You'd want to be out here. And I must say the crowd support's brilliant. Last couple of weeks, certainly in the first half, we've had one or two people on the sideline near us that have been very colourful. I think they've had a big day, some of the people that we've had around here.
Oh, yeah, Ben, tell me about it. Last week was certainly, was not a game to forget. But, yeah.
No, the lad last week that was particularly colourful was running up and down with his book on Chinese metaphysics, and I enjoyed him. But, it's a lot of fun being out here. Players being attended to by expert staff as well. The staff for Town, of course, Ken Hokamo, one of the great players for Poverty Bay, James Grogan. He played last Saturday for OBM, first time in a while. Carl Reaney, Anthony Kiwara, who has done extremely good things for Pirates. Dylan Dolman, Tuho, first-year coach with OBM. Nice to see guys too, unassuming guys, good guys, showing that they've got something to offer as a coach, and I really enjoy that as well.
Yeah, Ben, and that's what it's all about with coaching. It's just the people who put themselves out there and they volunteer to be a coach. That's the people who are great people. Yeah. They put their hands up. Without them, there would be no rugby.
Sometimes you have great coaches that carry a club's coaching or even a representative program's coaching for so long that you wonder what comes next. But seeing so many guys want to be involved in coaching and help and be part of it, I think is very special. Town forwards, got to start with them. Town forwards. Going to have to come up with something. Score at the moment, 26 points. 26 points to 7. 19-point gap. Campbell, Crisp and company are well organised. He sees the space. They look at Campbell trotting across, getting in behind Dan Law as a potential lifter. Here is Braden. First 5 goes long there with a restart. 2 lefties, remember, in this crowd. Now Stu Leach. Strong, hard, straight into Keanu, then into Miles, then to the earth. Terra firma. Country. Ford's going sideways, making ground by inches. Nice pass there by Kian. Over to Leach again. He's recovered. Tedekia trying to get to Tepehi Fairley. Lovely kick by Fairley. Very good kick by Tepehi Fairley. Going back's Prophet. Prophet, long pass. Prophet there was that Braden Grant under a little pressure? Prophet there, turnover, loose ball Country. That's what you call dicing with death. Oh man. Town there, playing with some freedom, throwing long pass off the sideline. I thought that was a very good kick by Tepehi Fairley. Good hard chase there too, Tobias.
Yeah, Ben, it's like just that thing from that loose ball from Matt. It was just holy.
It was a little bit of a surprise. Look at that, Leach clapping his hands together. Plays the game with urgency and purpose. At the moment, 26 points to 7. Town under pressure at the scrum. Country, good scrum. Town under pressure. Inside their own 22. Fighting hard. And that there was a Rosari. It was given to me in 12. That's a Braden. Does he find touch? No, Toa Tavalu has it. Look out, you'll never have seen anything like it. He fairly throwing it. Oh no, and now it's gone loose. Best described there as an inexplicable lapse. Sometimes, for reasons no one can put their finger on, the ball just flies out of the ball carrier's hands. Braden finding touch. That's a wonderful kick. Nerveless Braden Grant. You know, he really is. Sometimes he's under pressure and he finds a way to get out of trouble. As a first five, as a fullback, as a whatever, if you can't adapt, you don't handle pressure well, not going to last long. Throw to come. Okay, that's a lovely catch there. Harawira Kaukura. It was going to be it's a Miles. Momentum established. A big icebreaker. That's Keanu Taumata. That's excellent work by Taumata. Excellent ball here. Going to the left. That's Salesi Newval.
Oh, you got Miles going over that bed.
What?
Oh.
Okay, penalty here, referee McPherson. They want to play the game at pace. It wouldn't be a bad move. You've just simply got to make sure that you get to the mark made by referee McPherson and you tap on the mark and you tap correctly and you go. You don't want to play slow rugby against this country crowd. They look to be too well organised. Okay, this a very important line out for Town. They've simply got to win it. At the moment, 24 points to 7. Another great take that Kaukura, the 5. Good hard work from the Town forwards. This is excellent rugby here by the Town forwards. Good strong stuff, and the big guy goes in and gets one now. Solomoni Rosari. You know what? That's a hard man's try. Just straight down the middle and under the bar. Well, that just puts a different complexion on things. 24 points to 12. Should have no trouble with this profit. 24 points to 12. They're by no means out of the game, Town, but they have to take every opportunity that comes their way. And they certainly, you know, not being too tough on them, but they can't afford to be missing conversion attempts from directly in front of the posts. Profit. It's a sizable angle for the left footer, round the corner style kicker. It's at their Profit. 24-14, 10-point game. I thought for a moment there referee McPherson tried to blow his whistle, but it fell out of his mouth. So at the moment, 24 points to 14, or 26 points to 14, sorry. 26 points to 14. Missed one first half conversion. 26 points to 14. 26-12. Oh, he made the second conversion. Yeah, the boys might have to get that one up, I'm afraid. He made the second one. 26 points to 14. It just takes a second. 26 points to 14. Ball kicked ahead, Tautavalu.
Whoa!
What
was that?
Was Rosario trying to kick the ball out of his hands? I didn't think you could do that on the run. 26 points to 14.
Oh, Patricio.
Yeah, Patricio, little blast. 85 kilos, so 26 points to 14. Both tries converted. This is some roughhouse rugby, good rugby. Good hands here from country. Trying to keep the ball in hand. Play to their strengths, not kick the ball away aimlessly. 26 points to 14. It's becoming not just scrappy, but sloppy. Here's a Campbell Crisp. Campbell Crisp encounters stern resistance. That's what stern resistance looks like. Shades go to their lollipop pass. See the lollipop pass there. Good run. Found Kean Westrup. Westrup goes forward. 26 points to 14. One first half conversion missed. Remember, 26 points to 14. Our kids are up there on the scoreboard, but they're not adjusting it. They're sitting up there for a vantage point, but they've not adjusted it. 26 points to 14. Penalty now, Country. Now, this is where Town would need to pay attention to. Ricky Tedekia, if you remember in the first half, Tobias, stung Country because they weren't ready for him. Well, Country will be wanting to sting Town. Shade Scudder with the ball in hand. Keanu Taumata. You don't mind answering a query from Keanu Taumata. He's a good young player, not a mischief maker. And if he asks a question, it's a genuine question. Scrum. Country opt the scrum. (26 to 14). One try here in the second half. Town. Okay, that's a long one, a rough pass. Picked up on the bounce there by Genesis Butler Tamatea. Now, we were given Genesis in 11. That is the name we must call, having been given it in 11. Country. Middle of the field. 22-metre line. Country making good ground here. Hard stuff. That was, well, one or two of the numbers have changed. That Ricardo Patricio getting a pass away, a couple of guys without numbers. It's going to happen in this kind of rugby. Ball was loose. That was pop pass there from Matt Snelling. Now, he's a Ngarapa boy. It's a Shade Scudder. Very powerful with ball in hand. And see a moment ago, a couple of guys with a minor disagreement over here. It came to nothing. There was much ado about nothing.
Town showing some good defence here, though, Ben.
They are. They have to continue to defend hard, and it just gets to be too tough. Sometimes it's just too tough. Tautavalu with a good last pass, and there they go in the corner. So that will make it 31 points to 14. 31 to 14, and magnificent try again. Well worked. They were very patient there, Country. Showed good control. They are not playing like a team which has been assembled in the space of a fortnight or so and had that much time to train. They are, well, honestly, I could say they're a pretty slick outfit the way they're playing this game. And also, they're playing it unselfishly, aren't they, Tobias, with those passes?
Yeah, and it's good to see some good teamwork going on with Country. Like, just saying with Town's defence, they had some awesome defence until Country just got numbers on them and they went to the other side of the field.
Also, to be honest, very intelligent. Country getting the ball wide. Tautavalu knew that they had the overlap. Ricardo Patricio at 31 points to 14. This for 33. 31 points to 14. This for 33. Height on the kick again. You know, he's certainly hitting the ball a lot better this season. He hitting the ball brilliantly. 33 points to 14. 2 converted tries aside of Town. And a marvellous display with the boot by Ricardo Patricio. Some days it's your day, some days it's not. You've got to make the most of it on the days that it is. Again, it's a real pleasure too to be able to make the point. The scoreline isn't the way it is because of officials or anything else. Just been very good rugby from Country. Simple as that. Okay, and that's a very crafty kick. Here's our Westrup coming forward powerfully. Met there by Ngahu Emmanuel. Good tackle by Ngahu Emmanuel. They're on the run now, Country. They know that that's where their strength lies, where they're most dangerous with the ball on the run. Oh, they've turned it over. Well, you know, this is something they've got to make the most of here, Town. Like so, Braden and company will not stop. Keanu Taumata, big contact up top. Big contact. Now Town Running hard there. That was a Salesi Niuval. Harawira Kaukura. That's Miles Lardeli Muatawa. And penalty now for Town. Town have simply got to get something out of this trip. Ricky Tedekia has the ball. Wonder what his decision's going to be. They're going to pack a scrum. Oh, okay. They go for the line out. They could commit these forwards, of course, these country forwards with a line out drive. I remember Country scoring at least one try with a superb line out drive earlier. That might have been in the first half, actually. I remember something like that. 33 points to 14. At the end of this next passage of play, Town really wanted to read 33 points to 21. It's what they need to happen. A converted try. Okay, Harawira Kaukura can always be relied upon at the line out. Does grand work for OBM and, of course, the Town. And in at the corner, and something that they really needed. And I suppose you'd have to call that a dream come true for a Town there. Now 33 points to 19. 33-19. Remember I said a little while ago that they needed a converted try, and they have got the try. They have the first part of it. 33 points to 19. Ngāiwi Emmanuel and Miles Lardeli Muatawa, a couple of these big guys, they have stuck with it. Nobody in this Town crowd has given up. No reason that they should. Ricky Tedekia's team has showed some real backbone here. A little bit of courage. Sometimes you have to have that. All the skills in the world have to have that ounce of courage. 33-19. A conversion here would be most welcome. 3 tries, 2 conversions. A conversion attempt, it might have gone through, yes. Okay, so 33-21, Profit there in the face of the enemy. Lovely conversion there from Profit. Tough one too. Got it to hook. 33-21, 33-21, a 12-point game. Town have showed some resilience here. They have not given the game away. And at one stage, Country were rampant. Harawira Kaukura. Okay, that's Ngāiwi Emmanuel. Looks to be Moran. Here's Miles Lardeli Muatawa. And he has been involved. He's been very impressive in the last fortnight or so, Miles. He's gotten around the park, done what he needed to do, featured in a lot of play. Okay, they turned the ball over, Town. They're showing grit, they're showing grunt. Just sometimes got to be able to hang on to it. 33-21. And that was a fantastic effort on the conversion attempt by Matt Profit. The chase on that was a very good chase, Tobias.
Yeah, hard. Especially coming from the left side, it's difficult to hit a kick, especially from the left side.
See the grin on Profit. He loved it.
He'll be looking straight at Patricio with that one.
Mind you, Patricio be looking straight back. He goes pretty good at the moment, Patricio.
What do Town do right now, Ben?
Town keep the ball in hand. Town shift the ball as quickly as they can. Keep the ball in hand. Scrum here, Town.
What about Country, Ben? How do they hold them to the lead?
Well, Country have got to put them away, and you know, at this stage it's worth saying Town is not out of the game. So Country has to score at least a couple more before they can be satisfied. That's it. Certainly not it at the moment. Ngāiwi Emmanuel leaves the field. He can be very happy with the game he's played, Ngāiwi Emmanuel. He's played well. This sort of game, of course, you're going to rotate players, bring guys on and off according to need. Sometimes you bring a player on, he sparks something up. Other times, as with Country, you know, it just keeps happening for you on the day. Ryan Faitani-White. Nice pass there by Faitani-White.
Oh!
That was Casey Wilson. Boot to ball on that by Profit. Profit chasing. Back there in 11, we were given Genesis. Bartlett Tamatea. Full of running and willingness to run, Country. Town making some hard tackles. Players becoming a little loose. Referee McPherson needs to get a handle on one or two people are becoming overexcited here. Patricio has it. Patricio. Oh, stepped around him. Beautifully done. He got around Casey Wilson. Patricio then slipped on the turf and fell to the earth. And play continues. Stuart Leach. Stuart Leach has the ball. Round about 15 metres over halfway. Leach again with another fend.
Oh, Stuart.
Magic.
He's
the
away.
magic of rugby, Stuart Leach. Stuart Leach with a magic try.
Try from Stuart Leach.
A thing rarely seen. A thing of beauty. Leach there with a marvellous try. All of the different parts of that try, his balance, timing, had it all. Stuart Leach.
Started off with Ricardo too, Ben.
You know, Stuart Leach, he's never been a player who tries to stand out, flash in the pan. But every once in a while, he decides it's time to go, and that's what happens. So, 38 points now to 21. Ricardo Patricio beat Casey Wilson. Support players got to him quickly. Magic stuff. Town versus Country. This is without a doubt the most exciting edition of Town versus Country I can remember. They're always pretty good games, but this Town versus Country has been a hell of a good game and most enjoyable to watch. 38 points, 21.
And you can just tell watching the replay, Ben. You can just tell that as soon as Stuart put that ball down, his teammates, and that's just the support and love that I love about rugby, Ben.
They're excited. They're happy for him. They recognise that that's a great player, hard-working player. Okay, it stays 38 points to 21. So it is a 17-point gap.
There are only 20 minutes left in this game, Ben.
Need to score 3 times here now, Town. Stuart Leach. Again, if you look at that analytically, you might say that tackles were missed here, and, well, you can say that if you want to. Rather give some credit to Stuart Leach for a wonderful try and just block-busting run. Sometimes with the golden goose of rugby, you can pull it apart so much there's nothing much left. 38 points to 21. And tries of a rare calibre have been scored by both teams. Restart by Brian Faititi White, giving his Town forwards a chance to compete for the ball. Well, if you're a Country, you'd like to think that you've done enough at this point, although you can never rest on your laurels. Can't afford to go off the boil. And again, to make the point, the big guy, Miles Lardeli Miotawa, told me once that I think he's in the region of 130, and, you know, to get around the park for as long as he has is testament to a high standard of fitness and, to be honest, a lot of hard work. I am impressed. 38-21. 17 points into that pass. Might have been forward. But anyway, referee McPherson has issued a penalty to Town. Country, a powerful lineup, a powerful unit. Rolling substitutions. You know, rolling subs used to be a feature of the famous Barry Cup competition. Now, these days, the Barry Cup has changed to the point where you have to name it, gone back to what it originally was, you have to name a team, and everybody has to have the right jersey numbers. I used to love those games. You'd go up the coast, and you'd be playing 40 different guys, and 9 without a jersey, and some that wore the same one. I thought it was brilliant. They just trucked on and off. Tell you what, you think you're going well at front row time, and all of a sudden a whole new front row runs out in the 15th minute. Yeah. And the team sheets. I think that's one of the things I enjoyed most about it. 38-21. Last conversion attempt from Country, I think they missed that. 38-21. 38-21. Town have competed hard. This is a star-studded Country lineup. Town have come out here and given them a good game. They've put on 3 wonderful tries. They've stuck to their guns. On, I think, a very good day for Poverty Bay Rugby. Rangai Productions, live coverage of these games on YouTube. Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby. And this very good Town versus Country mixture. Ricardo Patricio boots a ball. He's chasing hard. He's chasing hard. And, well, assistant referee number 2, Joel Pearce.
Oh, there's Icy.
In good position.
Number 22 for
Penalty Town. And I thought they're an excellent example of the superb positioning of assistant referee Pearce on the sideline. Was just close enough, but not so close. He was able to see the player stayed in the field of play. If you're too tight to the sideline, you can't see what's happening. If you're too far back, you see you don't get a good angle on it. Standard of the refereeing today has been high. Both the man in the middle and his assistants.
Some sun coming out of here at Paddy's Park, Ben.
Amazing atmosphere here now. Look at the expectant fans on the far side. They think there's one more great try.
Oh, Hayes Neppy over there, Ben.
There's one more try. There's one more beauty. Those guys were a long way from the line now. Did you see where they were? Well, everybody's a long way from the line. What's going on? Guys are a long way away from the line now. Harawira Kokura. Got hands on it. They're really battling now, Town. Down at the moment, 21 points to 38. Pride fights to the white. That's a miles off the top rope. Landed hard. Now that's a loose pass. You do that, you're going to be punished. Still full of running.
Oh.
Okay, well, you know,
Hayes again.
Coach Reaney makes a good point. Okay, and the ball takes a bounce. Oh, tough bounce. I do have some sympathy there for Coach Reaney, talking about the fact that a tackle was made without any arms. But it is rather much to expect a young assistant referee to flag that. That's perfectly fair point, but asking a great deal. In the context of the match and the score and where it's at, it will be felt to be a small point indeed. Okay, Country there with a very good line out. They've secured possession. They're driving for the left corner. Driving for the goal line, left corner.
Bro just threw him out.
38-21.
Who's top 2 players that you've seen today, Ben?
Well, to be honest, one of them has left the field of play today. In terms of work ethic and effort, I've got a plump for Miles Ladeli Mutawa. I think the way that he got, I mean, he's a big guy, you know, and he got around for just about the entire 80 minutes. Ricardo Patricio has also had a very good game. Andrew Tautavalu, I mean, you could give it to him most days. But certainly, Ricardo Patricio deserves some credit today. I think he's played a fine hand. 38-21. Don't forget, we had a very, very good curtain raiser. Okay, penalty here. Shade Scudder wants it. Tap and run. Shade Scudder. Well, what's happening now? The ball's on the ground. 38-21. Scrum. Scrum Country. 38-21. Left corner. Round about 6 metres in from the corner. The goal line. 5 metre scrum. Goal line in sight. Snelling. Matt Snelling. Snelling has it. Nice pass. Some tough rugby. Ball lost forward by Country. Ball lost forward by Country. 38 points. 21. Nahiwi Manuel. Seth London. He's worked very hard out there. Long shadows now. 38 points to 21. A 17-point gap. Half-time from memory, 26-7.
Just under 10 minutes in this game.
How much time do we have there, Tobias?
Just under 10 minutes left in this game, Ben.
Last 10 minutes. Well, what has been your impression of this game today overall? What have you enjoyed most about this game?
Just the teamwork, Ben. It just showed in the first half of Taitavalu. Just the support that YMP showed him when he got that runaway try. That is what it is for me, Ben. It's just the support and teamwork.
Yes, he also, Stuart Leach, scored a try to remember. A day to remember. Lost forward there by our Country and Town. What you got to do is play the game out. You play to the whistle, you play to the end, and you compete hard. Then after that, of course, there's fellowship. They've got very good cooks here, actually, Tobias. I can speak to that. And they're great hosts.
Definitely. When I remember coming down here, my brother used to play rugby.
Of course, as we mentioned, get back to Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby and Senior 1 Rugby next weekend. This one-off fixture, they've made it work today. This was a worthwhile exercise. Players have had an opportunity, show what they can do. It was Genesis Bartlett Tamatea to ground. Still full of running here, Country. Still willing.
Hayes.
That Hayes Napier again. Hulking Napier. That was Snelling. Low pass. Asking a lot of the receiver, the recipient. At the moment, 38 points to 21. 17 points in it. Okay, Patricio, he deserves a try to get home. No.
That was a bit dangerous there.
And about 5 metres out. Patricio's a lightweight. This will make it 43. 43 points to 21. 43-21. And he's done everything but score a try today, Patricio. Had a marvellous game. Country, they can be happy with this. 43-21, shortly to become, if common sense prevails, 45. 43-21, this for 45. Ricardo Patricio, who I think has only missed a couple. Only missed a couple. 43-21. 22-point gap. Ricardo Patricio with that Latin flair. He's played really well, has run well, passed the ball well, kicked well in general play, and kicked goals. He's only missed a couple. Scored 43-21 and converts here for 45. Kick. 45 points to 21, a 24-point gap. Again, I think the first thing I'd say to these guys, Tobias, get them into the changing rooms, is thank you for playing. Thanks to the guys who turned up. Thanks you guys for giving us your Saturday afternoon and for your effort in the last couple of weeks. What would you say?
Oh, straight away, I'd basically the same as you've been. Like, both teams played an awesome game today, and you can't take anything away from Town because they played really, really awesome. And I'd be saying, head high, boys. Well, there's always next year. There's always another game. It's not your last game.
Well, you know, the country team has players in it that are having an extraordinarily good club season. They're playing really good rugby at club level, and they've taken that form and they've brought it out here into a different team, and they've played as a team and they've played really well. Okay, and now Town are slipping the odd pass. Hudson was lining it up. He was going to go well, not quite the length of the field. 62 or 63 metres. He'd have made it too. Good stuff.
Yeah, but we're just over 6 minutes left in this game.
Would have shown them a clean pair of heels.
45-21.
45-21. 45-21 is a measure of how well they played today, Country, but it's not a measure of effort from Town. Those things are not the same. Georgie Halley over there. Okay, they're under pressure at the back. Boot to ball from Halley, who was a winger at Gisborne Boys so long ago. Everybody got something out of today's exercise. Was it worth it is always the question. The answer to that is yes. Gotten a really good response from the clubs, from the rugby community, from the host today, of course, Ngarapa. Last All Ngarapa, their premier team, and Ngarapa Harvest Transport Matafero, I think. Civil Project Solutions, Premier Rugby, and Senior 1 Rugby to resume next Saturday. But for the time being, and for the moment, it's 45-21, 24-point game. Is that to be fairly running hard, man? Boy, is he going. Okay, that's Jacob Leaf out there. Good pass away. Good play here from Country. Have they turned the ball over? Okay, penalty now, Country. Damien McPherson. Ruling there is offside play, I think. Fine touch here. I must admit, I have seen the odd hilarious situation over the years where guys are awarded a penalty, kick for line, and then the referee blew the whistle. Now, strictly speaking, you're not supposed to do that if you're gonna. Now, no way was Damien McPherson going to do that then either, but for some reason it popped into my mind. I think on one occasion that happened when the players had specifically asked the referee if they had time for the line out. Okay, Country. That's Stuart Leach, just very determined there. Got in front of his man, and it's all about position. Position and timing. Line out. There's an art to it, a craft to it. Snelling, pass away there to Jacob Leaf. Good hands here from the Country boys. And they have put on a show today. Make no mistake about that. 7 tries. Okay, Jacob Leaf again. Has that sleight of hand. He's not an easy guy to pull down. He's very strong. That's Snelling getting close. Where's Sam Hudson when you need him? Okay. Town there fighting hard at the breakdown. Town at the breakdown. Brian Faitini-White finds touch. 45 points.
2 minutes, Ben.
21-24 point game, and there are 2 minutes left. Nobody's leaving on that far side. They're bending the elbow here at Paratahi, having a lot of fun. When I think of this place, I think of good cheer, I think of great hosting. The Allens, the Kirkpatricks, all of the wonderful people who've made this place what it is. Many, many families, the Smiths, too many to name. Stuart Leach, Snelling, pass away. Country running hard at the right times. Snelling to Clare, goes open side. Good hands here from Country. Nice combination, actually, of flair and unselfishness. Selflessness. Penalty now, Town. Okay, well, was he on the mark? Where was the mark? Was there a mark? There was no mark. I'm not really sure what happened there. Sometimes things just happen. And you just shrug your shoulders and get on with it. I really enjoyed that, to be honest. There was no mark made. Player just ran from where he would. Wouldn't be the first to have done that, though, Tobias. Won't be the last.
Got to have a mark to start the game, Ben.
Yeah, as far as I know. Our sideline. Ben Holt. while I've got a chance to put in a good word for them, these referees and some of their seniors are down here on the sideline with us. They're neat guys. They're a great referees association. There aren't so many in number. In terms of mirth and enjoyment and contribution to rugby, just unrivaled. Given everybody a lot of enjoyment over the years. Keanu Taumata, Brian Faituri-White, nice pass. Really good pass there by Brian Faituri-White. A creative player, a thinker, a thinking man's player. Town, well they turn. Hudson has it down. Well, passed off his chin. Hit himself on the head with the ball, it went loose. Here come Country. Trying to get to halfway. One or two of those comical moments. Big guy runs it up. Was that big Knox Ranitu? Trying to roll. Was that Leach being rolled there?
Yeah, it was, Ben.
Good luck rolling Leach.
Everyone will be after Leach now.
24-point game, remember. 45-21.
All the way at the end of the second half.
Town Country. These guys, their hearts must be bursting, to be honest. Really giving it a good go. Lots of heavy physical contact, lots of hard contact. A lot of great running with the ball. Dan Law, the deceptive Dan Law. Law, the great deceiver. Stu Leach. Oh, good pass there too from Leach. This is wonderful rugby at the end of the game from Country. Town trying to hang on. Maybe turn this situation around. Advantage to Country. 45-21, 24 points in it. They're scrapping here like cat and dog. Running hard, Jacob Leach. Good pass. Ricardo will get there. And Ricardo Patricio has scored a try that nobody can say he didn't deserve.
Oh, and that's hurting him now, Ben.
Today, he's been fantastic.
He's like, I've had enough for today, Ben.
Well, Country hit the 50 on a well-deserved try to Ricardo Patricio, a young man who's come a long way. He's had a steep learning curve in the last few years at representative level. And here with a try, a number of conversions, good passing, the whole bit. You know, he cloud nine.
Yeah, Ben, he just saw on the replay then when Ricardo ran in, he made both defenders run into each other.
Yeah. And Country again doing it today. Honestly, there have been some team tries. Team tries. Not selfish individual play, but team tries. Ricardo Patricio. I see no reason that he shouldn't convert this last try. Score 50 points to 21. 29-point game. This for 52. Makes it 52 points to 21. 52 to 21, a magnificent game from the Country team. 52 to 21, played some very, very good rugby. Ricardo Patricio outstanding for them. A number of individuals had a very good game. Miles Lardeli Mutawa was one, Leach, Toa Tavalu, Patricio. If the icing on the cake is the way to go, and you look for an MVP, Ricardo, you'd have to go a long way, to be honest, wouldn't you, Tobias, to find a better player on the day than Ricardo Patricio?
Yeah, Ben. Ricardo played an awesome game today. So did everyone. But at the end of the day, Ricardo showed why he was truly MVP, and that's both of our opinions. Yeah. Might not be anyone else's, but
Campbell Chris bumped a few off.
Oh, Campbell Chris got Miles.
Yeah. Braden Grant. Some nice touches.
Stuart Leach.
Yep, Stuart Leach is wonderful every week, to be honest. And that was just a very enjoyable game to have witnessed. A reminder, of course, 24-5, Wairoa combined over Tūranga combined. Tobias, your last thoughts on this game, and I'll simply give the standings again before we finish.
Well, today, Ben, it was really awesome to see combined teams go up against each other. To start off my day with Wairoa and Tūranga. Awesome start to the day. Very slow start, but awesome start. And then to finish it off for Town vs Country, just very awesome day. Just the amount of sportsmanship being shown between both teams. Even though there was a couple of no love moments in today's game, but this is what rugby's all about. You go up, you go on the field, you show up, and then when the game's finished, it's all coming together. That's what rugby is.
Well, you know, the Poverty Bay Rugby Football Union, the union, have facilitated this great event today. Special thanks, of course, to the coaches of Town, Ken Okamo, James Grogan, Carl Reaney, Anthony Kiwata, Dylan Dolman Tuho. For Country, coaches and management, Doug Jones, Koi Waihi, Josh Willoughby, Colin Scudder. They've done a very good and professional job in preparing their teams. And to the officials today, the match officials, Damien McPherson, Ben Holt, of course with Joel Pearce. And in the first match, Matt Smith, Paul Brown, Les Thomas. The sponsors are well known to you. But just to give you that points wrap up before we head on to next week. The points table, Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby, East Coast Farm Vets YMP, first place, 5 from 5, 25 points. Enterprise Cars OBM, second place, 4 from 5, 20 points. GT Shearing Waikohu, third, 3 from 5, 16 points. Last one, Ngarapa, fourth, 2 from 5, 11 points. Earthworks High School Old Boys, fifth, 1 from 5, 6 points. Kevin Hollis Glass Pirates, sixth, without a win as yet, and 1 competition point for the senior ones. Civil Project Solutions, Senior 1 Rugby, Tapawai, first, 4 from 4, 19. Waiwa Athletic, Charters Choppers, Waiwa Athletic, second, 3 from 4, 15 points. Uawa, third position, 3 from 4, 13 points. Nuhaka, fourth place, 2 from 4, 10 points. Harota, fifth, 1 from 4, 9 points. Ngarapa, sixth, 1 from 4, 6 points. YMP Bumble, seventh, 1 from 4, 5 points. OBM 8th, 1 from 4, 1 point. Poverty Bay Rugby, you'd say that they're in pretty good nick at the moment, Tobias.
Yeah, Ben, just listen to all of those points on the table. Some definitely close on the table, Ben. Just hearing 4 prems. You got YMP at first, you've got OBM in second, and then Waikahu in third. There's just literally a game in between them.
Well, you know, the truth of the matter is that we've all enjoyed the rugby that we've seen. It's been of a high standard. And, of course, Gisborne Boys High School, I believe, if I'm correct in saying this, are at home as well next weekend as well. They've got Napier, 12 p.m, Super 8, 20th of May, Napier Boys High School here, the first Super 8 fixture of the season at home. Well, Tobias, if you'd like to say goodbye for us, I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah, then I've enjoyed myself too. But yeah, I'm Tobias Horsfield, this has been O'Brien Leaf, and you've been watching Alunga Productions.